Hey guys, Drake here. How you guys all doing? So I'm aware that it's been, like over 2 years since I've been really active on YouTube. So lots of new things have been going on. The job lately, I'm very busy, like in lots of stuff. All right, I did stream some games lately. So, but now I'm playing for myself, just Last of Us Part 2. Now it's in order. After that is gonna be the prequel, Last of Us Part 1. Probably after that, I'm gonna go ahead with Ratchet and Clank. So, passing some of these, uh, like older titles, but not so old titles, all of them are for PS5. I'm gonna talk about today where I've been, what did I do, what did I learn, and some stuff about GTA 6. So bear with me here, okay? I know it might be like a long video, 20 minutes or so, but who cares? Like, I gotta be in touch with my audience here. Like, we're near, guys. We're near 1,000 subscribers. So it takes a while to get into my head, like where I was, like 14 subscribers are still, 14 subscribers are still like in my head, like for the past 10 years I've been on that level. And it's incredible what happens when you're active, with lots of these covers and videos. So my activity has diminished, like over time, of course. Life, job, new people, new team, new hobbies. Okay, so may I introduce you with new equipment that I got, and I also did pay for the motorized version also, and lots of new astronomers and seasoned astronomers are gonna notice. So this is Skywatcher 10-inch classic 250p reflector. Amazing stuff, amazing telescope. I've been using it now for 6 months. So I did buy 8-inch of the same model from the Skywatcher, but I did notice that I should have I should have bought directly. I should have bought 10-inch because they're same focal length, so 1200. Uh, and the difference is, of course, the aperture. The aperture is the heart in the optics of any telescope. Like the bigger the aperture, the more things you'll see, basically. The first one was 8-inch, so I decided, you know what? Like after owning that 8-inch for 6 months, also I did like everything. I did watch the planets, some deep sky objects also. Bear in mind, I live in a border skies of 8 in Zagreb, okay? Zagreb is in border skies of 8, lots of light pollution. The biggest enemy of, the deep sky objects. Planets are not a problem at all, but for the to fulfill its potential, I need to really drive to some really good dark location for at least, like Petrova Gora, Bedinjak, Žumberačko Gorje. Those are some of the locations that got really low border sky, like 3 or 4. And some deep sky objects are gonna open at that point. So here I've been able to see Ring Nebula, M3, M13, global clusters, Pleiades, Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Uranus. I didn't see Neptune still, because it is hard to get it under such a light polluted skies. It's hard to get it in your field of view because there are so many stars, it's so far away. We're talking about 4 billion miles. 4 billion miles away. Plus there is a Triton, the moon. So I've been using this telescope specifically for a visual purpose, and it is what it is. It is the best bang for buck, they say. Okay, 750 euros, this model, for and with its base. Now, there's a lot that you need to take into consideration when you buy this telescope. Okay, the first one is the size of the telescope. Okay, they usually say, I mean, the big misconception is the bigger the telescope, you know, the more things you'll see, the more things it will magnify. I mean, simply that's not true. Like, guys, most people play with 12-inch Dobson, 14, 16-inch Dobson. They barely magnify anything with their eyepieces above 300, 400, you know. Theoretically, the power of this telescope is 508 mathematically. I've been playing with this telescope a lot. I've been using only high magnifications for planets purposes, okay? When you observe planets, you do need Barlow lens, you do need specific eyepieces, ultra-wide angles, planetary eyepieces, 4 millimeters, 3.2 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters, I'm not going that, drastically, but I did use 480. That was the combination of 5 millimeter eyepiece plus 2 times Barlow on things like Venus. It is incredible sight. Like, it's edged in my memory. The moon is great. Okay, so also some of you don't need to buy moon filter. So see this cap over here? I'm gonna turn the light on so you can see better. See this cap right here? It is removable. I'm talking about this one. This just plays as the moon filter. You don't need to spend money for the moon filter. It's not that expensive. It's like 10, 15 euros. But this one I didn't know until I watched some of the videos, and they told me lots of times oh yes, you already got a good gadget which can act as a moon filter. Specifically, I avoid looking moon when it's full moon. You will never see any details because there's no shadows, there's no craters that you can see the mountains and everything. Always watch moon when it's half moon or in a specific phase. Okay, when it's the starting phase of the moon, then is the best time to observe it, even from the border skies of 8. Okay, in Zagreb, if you get here, some of you guys who live in the border 8 or maybe lower 7, let's say 6, also with 6-inch reflector, you're gonna get great results. 6-inch can go up to 300 power. 8-inch can go up to 400 power. 10-inch can go up to 508. Let's say 12-inch 600. Now, 12-inch. Why I decided to buy a 10-inch? I'm gonna tell you right now. Since we live in an upstairs flat, I drive Renault Clio 3, and I measured the back seat space. It's just about 130 centimeters, in width, and this one is just about right. I did prepare when I decided to buy this. It wasn't just out of the blue, I'm gonna buy it and who cares if it's gonna fit or not. No. I checked it out first. The back seat was lots of space. Still, when I get it in the car, it is bulky, it is heavy, but it's not a problem because, of course, it's not a grab-and-go telescope, okay? So you need to carry it around. I got a carry case for him, and you can just put it on your shoulders or over your shoulders. You need to pick a base. Also, I can be ready outside with this in 10 minutes, let's say. Most people say, how do you do this? Easily, of course, we got an elevator in our building. In one hand, I take a base. In the other hand, there is the tube. And it's just quite long, 12, anything longer than that. If I got 12-inch, it would be 150 centimeters. Think about it. 1.5 meters telescope in length. That's a threshold. That would be enough. okay? That's not even for me. Like this one, like 8-inch, 10-inch, okay? 10-inch is on the threshold to be a lot bigger. It is more wider opening, okay? For 50 centimeters, you get 56% more light. And that's what in astronomy that I learned, it's most important. Like more light the telescope can collect, the brighter the image is going to be. For anything, for deep sky objects, for globular clusters, for nebulas, nebulas, you need a quite dark sky location because they're faint fuzzies in our city, okay? From the city, it's a planet killer. For the city, it's a planet killer, really. You can observe any planet you want. And it's a great combination with lots of these eyepieces. I use numerous of these eyepieces. I'm trying to find now where did I put it. Like, oh, my bag is there. But I got like a collection of at least, I think 10 eyepieces. 2 times Barlow, 3 times Barlow. Like, it's a big investment. Like, some people don't even realize it's a big investment. But once you have all those stuff, all that equipment, you can start doing some planetary astrophotography. The one thing that I decided also for this telescope, as you can see, it's a manual version. It has these tension knobs, okay? So the more you loosen it up, the more easier it's gonna move around, okay? So you can tighten it up. So it's like I always put it somewhere in the middle, of course. See? And it's easier. 9x50 finder scope. Pretty good stuff. And you can see that's what I was talking about first. This is the moon filter, just like a moon filter. It passes the light and it stops actually the light, all that light from gathering on this primary mirror of the 10-inch, okay? Secondary mirror is here, bounces off from the primary mirror, so the light comes in, bounces off from this primary mirror with a dot, which I did do a collimation on it several times, okay? It holds collimation pretty well. I haven't done it for at least a month now. Bounces off, the light bounces off to the secondary mirror here onto this, okay? So just gonna show you how it looks inside, okay? So you gotta be able to see all the brackets like this, and that's a perfect collimation, okay? So it's gotta be in the middle, right? Okay. Basically, Go to Scene Scan is another version, and that is the only version for the base, okay? So you get the same stuff, but with motors on it. And I just bought some power tank for it, 12 volts up till 5 amperes of power. So I need a power source out on the field. There's no plugs. There's no like anything. So you gotta buy power tank if you're gonna buy go-to mount. That means it's gonna track object for you. It's gonna center it in the middle, because I'm gonna use it mostly. I'm gonna use it also for deep sky objects because I have a plenty of aperture. 254 aperture is quite enough, for me. I don't need anything else, because anything bigger, as they say, the best telescope is the one you use the most. 12-inch would gather dust. Okay, 14, 16-inch, they also gather dust. A lot of times, people who own them, they're gonna tell you they keep them in garage on the rolling platform, on the dolly platform, and they just rolling it out. If they live out on the field and on a farm, those telescopes are good for people and for somebody who lives in border skies of 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's not a good idea if you're buying your first telescope. So I'm speaking now from some experience. I'm not a seasoned astronomer, but beginning astronomer. Go for something, if you really want something that is going to last you for a while, or for let's say long term, 8-inch is good. Okay, 8-inch telescope gathers enough light that can keep you busy for a lifetime. Okay, I'm talking honestly now. 8-inch is for everything. For every bottle scale, it's perfect. Also, small optics, Jason said. So on YouTube, I'm watching that gentleman is doing pretty good job, and I learned a lot from him. So that being said, if you're willing for this, if you got the aperture fever like me, like I was from the beginning, I went with 70 millimeter refractor, sold it. Bought an 8-inch, sold it because I saw the opportunity. Wow, discount like 750 euros. It's even more expensive than this. But you know what? It worths it. Really, it's worth it. Sorry about my English. Like I haven't spoken for a long time English now, since I didn't do YouTube channel. Like I paused it for a while. Anyway, 10-inch is, as you can see in this position, it can you can put this in any standard car. Okay, you don't need SUV. You don't need like a large space for it. Okay, it's still manageable for one person, and that's why for me the winner is 10-inch. 8-inch is also good, but 56% more light you're gonna get with 10-inch. With equatorial mount, if you some of you who got equatorial mount, you know that you're not gonna get any star trails. You can do long exposures for lots of these deep sky objects. Since I'm gonna go without azimuth, motorized version exclusively for Dobson, I bought Celestron power tank. So good power tank that can last like 10 years. You have this lithium battery inside, but it's a newer model. So it's gonna power this Dobson. It's gonna power its base, So it's gonna arrive maybe next week or for 2 weeks. It's coming from actually it's coming from Europe, so it might be even early than that. So, but I'm really eager to start it. Okay, just I wanted to say everyone that I'm into this now, like for a while. Okay, for a year now. I do play piano every now and then. Okay, when I get a time, a little bit less. Sometimes I'm bored, so I'm playing games or I'm more outside with a telescope. That's how it is for now, actually. So yeah, just that message, okay? The best telescope is the one you're gonna use the most. So don't be some of these guys like, I'm gonna buy, 16-inch, but you gotta think about it, okay? Okay, you got a 16-inch, that's a pretty big telescope, huge one. That monster, if you live in the upstairs flat, you need at least 2 or 3 people to transport it to the dark location, and you're gonna use it less. And whereas there's a small window of opportunity outside, in the break of clouds, you have a tendency to actually pull out something a little bit smaller, okay? And 10-inch sits in a perfect spot between light gathering power ability for deep sky objects. You can see all the messy targets or all over, like over hundreds of messy objects you can look at under really good dark location. Okay, it is possible to see almost everything with this 10-inch. Planets are going to look sharp. Of course, if you got planetary camera, Player One Uranus, which I'm going to buy, I'm going to need a planetary camera because I had enough filming with phone. The quality is horrible, okay? It is not meant for real astrophotography, planetary work. So they are around 300 euros, 400 euros. You can get yourself for a lifetime good planetary camera. ASCII 585, good model, same sensor, has the same chip as Player One Uranus. So those are good cameras, planetary cameras. Also, it's good to have UV IR cut filter and ADC like this allows some, like it neutralizes the infrared spectre and ultraviolet spectre of colors going in the lens. Okay, so this is just about like 40-50 degrees. If there's a planet on the horizon, this will eliminate all that blobby colors and all those bluer stuff. It's gonna eliminate, it's gonna sharpen your image. So that's a corrector. That is the corrector, ADC, and I order UV IR for 10 euros, nothing. And that's a good equipment also. So basically, guys, that's it. I'm gonna need to, make another video for GTA 6 specifically, because we're now over 20 minutes here. And that's gonna be it for now, okay? So you did see 10-inch Dobson, Skywatcher Classic, and in the next one, we'll talk about GTA 6, and I'm gonna tell you my opinion, what I think about it. Alright? So, till the next time, catch you later.